Hello, citizens. Welcome back. It's Declan from President Bank Campaign, and we are back with a very special video. We have Haley joining us today, who was one of the very lucky citizens from LA who made it into the Dark Heaven video. We are very excited that she's here. We're very, very happy that she reached out. We're in the kitchen. It's late in the UK, so I'm on the kitchen table desk. Might be a little bit shaky because I'm very much handsy. I'm a handsy person. Because little one's asleep, bigger one, she's asleep above me, so it's going to be a different environment, but it's going to be a good environment. It's going to be fun. We're going to ask some pretty good questions, not too deep diving into the questions of who was there because of the NDAs would have been signed, and it's just things you don't want to be touching upon. But she'll be joining us very soon. I'm so excited. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So here's Haley. Before we begin, just let you know there's a slight issue with the recording with Haley. I'm using a laptop, haven't set it up properly. I was using OBS to screen record and I didn't get the recording settings with the screen resolution right, so she's kind of cut off a bit, but it works, it's incredible. So yeah, if you're wondering why it's from here, very tight fit of Haley's face, my mistake. Anyway, over to Haley. So then, first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was wild. It was wild.
It's to receive something like that, especially something so new. We'll start off. What was your first thoughts when you saw the email? Did you see it first, or did you see the reception online about these emails, or what
Oh
happened?
no, I saw the email first thing in the morning. They sent it out about 8 a.m. my time, so I saw it about like 8:10, and I was like, What is this?" I'm like, "Yeah, this can't be real, right?" Because like, why would that be a real thing? So I kind of looked at the email address and I was like, no, it's the same email that I get stuff from them, periodically. And I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm just gonna answer it. I'm gonna send a picture. I'm gonna send all the things I want and see what happens. I call my mom. My mom's a huge fan as well. And I'm like, Mom, you gotta like send it in. And she's like, okay. And so then a couple hours went by. I keep checking emails, and then it came in, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, Mom, did you get anything? And she's like, no. And I'm like, sorry. So it just kind of gave very limited details. It was like what to wear, an address, and a time.
Okay.
And literally, and the band isn't going to be, no one's going to be there.
Yep.
So just show up. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going. So yeah, that's how the email kind of found me.
That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I just saw on your wrist.
Oh,
Yep. That's
I literally, it's
snap.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's funny. I actually had an appointment with my tattoo artist like a week after I got this whole thing. And so I was like, wow, it's all kind of coming together. I mean, they're such an amazing, group. And and I was like, and now I really have to get a tattoo because now I'm part of something really, really great. And so
Yep.
kind of every time I look at it and I'm like, wow, yeah, that happened.
That's absolutely incredible. So you received the invite. Everything's been arranged. You get there. Other citizens there, other fans there as well. Or is it like slotted that you go and you're by yourself and you do your thing? Or
No. So when I show up at the location, it's honestly it's kind of creepy because like, obviously the church that's there, it's a bunch of Victorian houses. I mean, it's in Los Angeles. And I'm kind of like, am I gonna get murdered here? 'Cause it's just like there's no one really around, right? And I'm like, I got this strange email. And so I kind of just like go through the fence and I see some people sitting at a bench. And so I'm like, okay, I'm in the right place. And so everyone else is like, yeah, you just signed this, waiver saying A, B, and C.
yep.
And there was only a couple of us in the first, from what I knew, in the first group. And we were like, what is going on? No one was telling us anything.
Okay.
It was so hush hush. They kept everything under wraps until the very last moment.
Okay. Obviously, we don't want to know too much because there's certain things you kind of want to,
Right.
you want to keep
Yeah.
as a suspense aspect. So you go in. You've got the pew. You've got the head. Do they guide you what's happening beforehand? And
Yeah, so we were sitting at the little bench for about an hour and kind of seeing people mill about. And so all of us, I think there was like seven, maybe 6 other people in our little group, and we were asking one of the techs, like, hey, how many of there are, how many people got invited? They're like, well, there's you guys, and then there's a second group coming later. But we don't know, like, we invited X amount of
Yeah.
people and not all of you showed up. So we kind of overshot, what we thought was gonna show up. So we were sitting there, and then some guy just kind of comes in, I think he's a director or whoever. And it's like, all right, so what do you guys know? And we're like, we know nothing. And they're like, that's exactly how president wants it. We don't want you to know anything. And he's like, all right, so we're going to go one by one, and we're just going to kind of lead you over, and we're going to just kind of talk you into the vibe and what we're doing. He's like, who wants to go first? And I'm like, I want to go first.
Amazing.
And so I was literally the first person to hear this song and to have my reaction. And so they kind of tell us what's going to happen. And they just kind of blind walk you, like, just walk in. Just walk in, you're going to see a pew, you're going to put the headphones on, and you're going to hear the song. And that's literally all they told you.
Wow.
And they didn't tell anybody else. So they told everyone one by one. And so no one else had time to kind of conjure up how they were going to react and, everything else. So I think that was genius to do it that way.
That genuine reaction from people rather than preparing your...
Totally.
That's very clever. Very clever.
Right. Yep.
Obviously, in the music video, it looks like there's a mannequin in front.
Yeah.
I take
there
it
is.
The mannequin, the suit, the mask, the gloves.
That was there.
What was that like to see? Because it's going to be an awkward thing walking through and just...
Yes. Yeah, it was definitely, like, it was actually really cool because it totally caught me off guard, and I can't speak for anybody else. But when I walked in and seeing that, I was like, whoa. I'm like, this is real. Like, this is this, and you don't know, like, if he's going to come out, like, you don't know what's going to happen. Right. And so I'm just like, I think I was just like grinning from ear to ear, like, this is nuts. And so you sit at the pew, and then they don't say anything to you. They just put the headphones on, and they play the song. And I was very nervous. I got to listen to it twice because they want to make sure that they're kind of getting, the best reaction. And yeah, I was just kind of like shaking a little bit. I was like, I've never done anything like this before. I think it was just like so out of my character to do something like this.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how can I say no? I couldn't say no to, this opportunity. And so usually when I listen to music, I don't really do, obviously reaction videos and that kind of stuff. I'm pretty, moderate. I'm very, kind of shy.
Yeah.
When I'm not like a headbanger, I'm not going to like oversell it, but it was awesome. It was, I did not expect that to be the song. It kind of when it started out, I mean, the whole thing was just done so well.
What were your thoughts on the song?
No, I loved it. Now, I wish I kind of knew more if I had like some of the lyrics so I can kind of put it to the song. Because when you have cameras right in your face and there's a room full of people, there's a massive, light that's shining on you. Now that day in LA, it's very hot right now. And so it's like, everything was a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of thinking about all the different things and not really being able to focus on the song too much. But the second time I really got into it, then I got a little pamphlet after that had like all the sheet notes and all that stuff. So I got to see the words, and I'm like, wow, that's really powerful. And if I kind of knew more about the lyrics when I, and had the whole listening experience, I would have wanted it, even though it was amazing. I would have been like, wow, even more. Like, it's spot on. I think it's so president. I think it's a banger. I mean, everything they put out is, right?
Yeah.
My favorite song of theirs is Doom Loop. Okay. I mean, when that came out, I was like, oh, how could anything beat this, right? Like, it's such an amazing song. And now this, I mean, it's just everything they do is it's gold.
Very true. Absolutely true. We'll get onto your favorite president songs in a moment. In the music video, a few people obviously were like pausing outside the house and had different things outside the windows. Did you have any opportunities to do those sorts of things, or
no?
Really?
Nope. No. So it's really interesting to see, because I talked to everyone that was in my group, and everyone I believe that was in my group got a small snippet of screen time. but none of us got asked to do that. And so I think that's so cool. I was like, oh man, I wish I would have, but also being the first person that they kind of did this with, maybe they were still kind of working out certain things that they wanted to do or, whatever else. But yeah, I think that was unexpected. I didn't think they would be doing that. So it was really cool.
Because the theory that me and another admin had was he did a pre-shoot back in LA when they did the photo shoot originally with the with presents out the window and stuff, and then he synced it up, and so it looks like that's probably how they did it. But the fact that they've brought fans to have those same moments of the peace sign outside the window. Because fans themselves are going to travel there because you can view it, and I know Gavin, one of our admins, is going to go visit when he goes to the States in September. But the fact is, you guys are the first, and you're going to be there forever in this video, a part of this huge project. It's amazing.
I know it is unreal. Again, like seeing the email, I'm like, did I ever think that I would have gotten selected out of, I kind of went on Reddit and I was like, oh, like what to expect, right? Like you're going to research everything that you need to before you go into this. And there was like one person who was like, oh yeah, I got invited, but I live in Michigan. And I'm like, what? So you kind of wonder like how many people they actually send this out to. But yeah, to be selected out of, I think there was probably like maybe 12 people.
That is
it's pretty cool.
That's incredible. So the shoot's over. What happens afterwards? Is it like a wrap up? Do you all talk together, or is it just right? You can leave now?
Yeah. So they were like trying to figure out like, well, if you want to like stay and kind of hang out, but you can't say anything. Don't say anything about any of this. If you want this to be, first time experience for everybody, or you can leave. And I was like, oh, I'm leaving. It was so hot that day, and we were sitting outside. So I was like, I'm going, and I'm like, I don't want them to try to grill me on, what to expect. And a few of them were like, kind of trying to eye me, like, okay, like what? And I was like, I'm like, you guys are gonna have fun. I'm like, don't worry, it's awesome. Yeah. So they just kind of, I think everyone after they did it, they just left.
Did he give you an idea of when the music video was releasing, or again it was all secret and just?
Nope, they didn't tell us anything.
Wow.
They're just like, thank you. They gave us like a little pin with the double cross, and they were like, here, and we got the little pamphlet that was kind of like in the teaser video with the very old paper, and it had the logo, and then inside it kind of just had sheet music and then just the words.
Wow.
And that was it. They handed it to me, and they're like, what's your Instagram? And that was it. I haven't heard from them since.
That is you've got a rare piece of
That
is.
I'm gonna frame it. 100%. I wear my pin, but I'm gonna frame that pamphlet for sure.
Yeah, once it's framed, send us a picture, because I would love to see that.
I will. Yeah, of course.
That's amazing. Right, let's talk about President's music. We'll start with Blood of Your Empire, with the 4 songs that are out so far. What's your ranking? Where did they rate? What comes first? What comes last? And last is a horrible thing to say with President music, because
I wouldn't say anything would be last, really. Mercy is so different.
Yep.
It had, so I think that's great that they have that sort of aspect, not everything sounding exactly the same. Angel Wings.
Yep.
That's another one that's amazing. Why am I blanking on the other ones?
Doom Loop.
Obviously Doom Loop is my number one. I think because I already said that, but I would say that would be like my number one.
So you've got Doom Loop, Angel Wings. Where would you put Dark Heaven underneath Angel Wings, and then Mercy?
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly that's how I would do it. Or I could do like Doom Loop and then Dark Heaven. Now that I'm like a part of Dark Heaven, I would have to bump it up a little bit. Yes, exactly.
Then you've got King of Terrors. So a lot of people are in that mindset of, it's still in that King of Terrors day. The whole Rage, Conclave, In the Name of the Father.
Yep.
Where did they slot in to the King of Terrors EP?
It definitely tops it for sure. I would say Fearless is before this new album kind of came out, or pre came out. Fearless was my favorite song.
Okay.
And that was actually the first song that I heard of them. So I went to Bad Omens, in LA, and my mom and I were like, hey, let's listen to, the bands before. And so we kind of put their music on, and we both love Ghost. And so
Right.
we love that. I actually have a couple of Ghost tattoos as well. Um, but we were like, the mask, everything about it and the sound, like, this is going to be awesome. And unfortunately, we made it too late. We walked in the door at the forum, like on their like last note that they were singing for, President. And I was like, I missed them. I was pretty broken. I was like, that sucks. I really wanted to see them live. Fortunately, we're going to go to the LA show and the San Diego show when they come, of course.
Very nice.
But now being able to be a part of this project was, made up for it for sure.
If there's one thing you could say to President, if they see it, or management sees it, or whoever sees it, what would you like to say?
I would say thank you so much for the opportunity. I don't know why you picked me, but I'm very grateful. And I hope you guys do something like this in the future so more people can experience what I got to experience. Because honestly, it's one of the coolest things I've ever done. And I think it really makes you guys something very, very special on top of already all the things you do, right? Being masked, no one knows who you are, all those things. But to share that with your fans, do more of it. I think that would be fantastic.
Wonderful. So Hayley, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's what an honour to speak to the first person to be a part of such
yeah.
So
that's why I was like, I want to go first. Even though whatever it was going to be, I had no idea. But I'm like, now I can say that I was the first person to hear it.
Congratulations. Thank you for your time. And
thank you.
I hope you have a lovely weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Right. I'll let you go. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye now. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. That was Hayley, who was a part of this historic video by the president. It appears that the screen recording might have just cut a bit of a face off, maybe even half, but I'll try and work out in post and see if I can work it out. The joys of using a setup that you don't usually use. But anyway, this has been Declan from President Bank Campaign. What an absolute pleasure it was to speak to Hayley. And yeah, if you're new, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.